Right, because if you guard Ben Simmons small, he's going to bully ball you into post. So we'll see, do they go to that look a little bit more often? Will he post tonight against OG Anunoby? We'll see.
And Nick Nurse said, we're going to throw a couple of different guys at him tonight. Simmons the penetration and Horford's three-point shooting during this 4-game win streak. Here is OG Anunoby. Off target on the three for the 29-14 Raptors. Long distance pass. Harris and Anunoby went up battling for it, and it's won by OG. Van Vliet to Kyle Lowry. Rebounded by Anunoby.
We've seen several years ago when he couldn't crack the rotation, he went in to Nick Nurse, who was then an assistant, and said, I need to learn how to shoot.
Yeah. Simmons, finger roll wouldn't go, but one of the best rebounding guards in the NBA puts it back up and in.
That guy is averaging 1 point.
He's still averaging 7.5 assists per game. Late in the clock at Simmons. The rookie Thibault out of Washington. Nice floater.
Boy, this young man, he is. You could see Korkmaz is giving him a cushion because he knows there's a blow-by possibility.
Speaking of which, Ben Simmons, as good as it gets right now in the league in terms of blow-bys. Off target from the start. And here comes Simmons, downhill again, setting up Horford. Horford into the paint. That hook shot a little short, though. Sixers with their largest lead in the early going. Simmons to Horford again. And he can score from anywhere on the floor.
Boy, the GM saying he's not quick for a big guy. He's quick for quick guys.
Ibaka and Powell in off the bench. Ibaka has his shot blocked. And Philly back the other way with their largest lead. And it's a double-digit lead with a Harris three.
That guy has been rock solid.
They would have to pay him on a full-time deal if they wanted to keep him on the active roster. Not a lot of flexibility contract-wise if Philadelphia wants to make a move, which has been a big topic of conversation as we get closer.
Basketball player. To his great credit, he has been great.
Toronto surging back to within 8 inside of 90 for the first. Lob for Pell. Could not corral it cleanly, and then a foul called on Shea.
That if the official is not right in your vision.
Trying to stave off Horford again. Harris ran into the double. Simmons is right there in the paint and nearly got that one to go down.
Porzingis didn't shoot it well. Wanted to take all the responsibility for the loss. He's critical. He's got to find his rhythm again. Powell is a bigger miss than people think.
Yes,
Number one, how hard that guy plays, how versatile he is on the defensive end of the floor. As a sprinter in transition and a target for
maneuvering around Thibault. Tipped alive to Harris.
Good discipline by Thibault not to commit the foul.
He already had 2 on him. Harris the turnaround. Oh! Tipped up and in by Simmons and a foul.
For him.
Yes. He's been shooting it well over the course of the full season. Not as well as of late. Van Vliet a little strong, rebounded by Philadelphia. Lowry knocked it away from Simmons. Loose to Harris, blocked by Siakam, but a foul.
Coach. But for the vast majority of his career, he knew nothing else.
Yeah. Excellent developmental league coach. Simmons.
The reality is 2 years ago against Boston, and at times last year in the playoffs, his lack of either ability or willingness or both to shoot perimeter shots hurts his team. From each side attempt per game.
Can you make him a willing shooter?
Yes, because Brett Brown said it. Tell his agent, tell his friends, tell him, I need 1 3 a game.
Yeah. And
from that point, he's not taking one.
The Soul ties the game at 46. They come back from Simmons trying to thread the needle to Milton. Well, he can go 2 for 1 with a quick shot. Simmons, sensing the clock, will draw the foul with 43
threes. He can put pressure at the rim, stretch the floor vertically. Like, he's the perfect complement to what they're doing.
Lowry for 3. Rebounded by Simmons. This is where Simmons is so good, going downhill in transition. But an offensive foul is called. Coming up, he said his siblings all like to play basketball and kind of didn't really want to do that, so he decided to back up, play any other sport he could. Harris answers with a 3 on an assist from Simmons. How often have we said these two teams have not been afraid to push the pace, get into the front court sets fast. Korkmaz, the lob to Simmons, he nearly threw that one down. Understanding of why there was so much surrounding him coming into this season. Obviously the disappointment of the knee injury back in October. Simmons picked the pocket of Anunoby. Back comes Philly. Horford, the length of Gasol deterred him in the paint. Simmons had it stripped, but a foul is called. And
they marveled at the maturity of the young man, the ability to handle the spotlight, you know, with such finesse, to massage and manage all that came with it.
Penetration to the rim. Horford the rebound as Van Vliet hit the deck. It's 5-on-4. Harris taking it inside. A quick serve quickly. Rebounded by Siakam. 1 of 3 in double figures for the Raptors tonight. Leaning in, and they're going to get him with a push. Foul call 2022 on a pretty team-friendly deal considering the level of production he's upped this year. Good pass by Horford to Simmons.
You're in a zone. It's
works on Horford. The fake, the rejection by Harris with the help defense. Thibault accelerate.
Not on the court. In NBA pick'em prime.
Kawhi, Harrell, Lou Williams, who am I leaving out? Anyway, their best lineup has played, I think, a total of 46 minutes.
I saw that today as well. Ibaka on the run out, puts Toronto.
That hesitation Euro step.
Siakam sticking right with Simmons. Excellent defense. Yeah, a little more sweating for Norman Powell. And has scored 20 plus in 5 straight games. Oh, Simmons tried to throw it down and got a lucky bounce. It's on Philadelphia. Bonus the rest of the way for the Raptors, who lead by 3. Oh, somebody got disconnected, maybe Korkmaz, and they get away with it as Siakam missed the wide open one.